Hello, my topic for CGS 3095 is the ethics of teaching university students to hack. Let me start off by talking about why I chose this topic. In recent years, hacking has received a lot of attention. Many companies are teaching employees how hackers think and work in order to determine whether a network has been hacked or if any weaknesses can be found in the network to prevent any future hacking. Some consulting firms even exist with the sole purpose of teaching IT professionals how to hack. However, these services are often costly. This has sprung the topic of teaching students how to hack at the university level. Let's start by defining what hacking really is. Hacking is defined as accessing a system that one is either not authorized to access or who accesses a system at a level beyond their authorization. They're not supposed to be doing what they're doing in the system. Hackers can be categorized into three groups. You have white hat hackers, black hat hackers, and gray hat hackers. White hat hackers are the hackers who use their abilities in a manner that most will clearly define as ethical. These are the guys that work for companies. Their main job consists of breaking in to protect the systems and networks to test their securities. Now, they are authorized to access all these systems, and they are permitted to use their abilities to infiltrate the system in order to find vulnerabilities in order to prevent other types of hackers from accessing the system. Next, we have black hat hackers. These are the individuals who are highly skilled, but they decide to use their abilities in criminal or other less than ethical ways. These are the guys, when you think of a hacker, the bad guy, these are the guys mostly associated as hackers. They infiltrate the system. The reasons can be from just plain out wanting to cause damage to the system or financial gains. Finally, we have gray hat hackers. These are the hackers who use their skill in a way that some would consider ethical and others unethical. You can think of them as vigilantes. They are the ones who hack systems without authorization in order to bring the system's weaknesses to the owner. These are the guys that you might often see in the media as hacking a government website to show them that their systems aren't as secure as they might think they are, and they publicize these vulnerabilities, which can give other hackers an opportunity to exploit it. Now let's get to the main topic. Why teach university students how to hack? Well, by better understanding how to hack, a student not only knows how a system might be breached, but can identify the signs of a breach and can determine where in a system a hacker might attempt an attack. Students can also strengthen their networks and security skills, and they can strengthen their overall computer skills. The ethical standard that I will be using for testing whether teaching university students how to hack at the university level is ethical or unethical is the Association of Computer Machinery Code of Ethics and Professional Conduct. I will be using two provisions from the ACM Code of Conduct. Provision 1.1, does the action contribute to society and humans' well-being? Provision 1.2, does it avoid harm to others? In the ACM Code of Ethics, Provision 1.1, an action is considered ethical if it contributes to society and humans' well-being. Now, what this means is that computer individuals must protect fundamental human rights and respect the diversity of all cultures. And an essential aim of computer professionals is to minimize negative consequences of computer systems, including threats to health and safety. Now, as I stated before, the reason for teaching students is to preserve this specific provision. When you teach students how to hack, they can use that knowledge in order to help better protect their future employers' data assets. The sole purpose is to help to contribute to society and humans' well-being. Therefore, it does not violate the ACM Code of Ethics Provision 1.1. Instead, it enforces this provision. The second provision I chose from the ACM Code of Ethics is provision 1.2, which states that an action is considered ethical if it avoids harm to others. This particular provision states that as long as an action does not cause harm, meaning injury or negative consequences, such as undesirable loss of information, loss of property, property damage, or unwanted environmental impacts, it is not considered unethical. The sole purpose of teaching students to hack at the university level is to prevent harm to others, whether they be employers or individuals. By knowing how to hack, students can identify flaws in the system and patch those flaws in order to prevent black hat hackers from accessing the system. Teaching students how to hack does not violate this provision from the ACM Code of Ethics, and like provision 1.1, it preserves the provision. The main concern with teaching students to hack is that students might use those skills for unethical purposes. However, students who receive proper training in ethics and law while learning traditionally illegal computer skills in the course of studying computer security are more likely to use those skills for the greater good far more often than they will for illegal and immoral actions such as, what black hat hackers do. It is, at the end of the day, it is the goal of the educator to instill the knowledge that they have about any given subject into the students so they do not only understand the material but also know how to apply it in a ethical way. In order to prevent student misuse of the skills that they might learn in a hacking course, the best way is to teach students ethical behavior through modeling of professors and other professionals as opposed to learning it in the classroom. By providing students access to real networks with real skills and modeling proper use of those skills, they can not only strengthen their overall computer security skills, but appreciate the power of their skills and the necessity of using those skills in an ethical manner. Student misuse of hacking can also be prevented by documentations of guidelines and punishment for inappropriate use of computer skills. So in conclusion, as is evidenced by the information provided, teaching students how to hack at the university level is not considered unethical under the ACM Code of Ethics. Think of it as a good way to better prepare IT students to identify company network weaknesses and prevent malicious attacks. As with many skill sets, it is not unlikely that students might misuse their new skills. Therefore, it is important to school students in the ethical and legal implications of the misuse of their skills. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.